Hello children, welcome to CA class. We were studying chapter 3, spreadsheets, ranges and functions. We have studied about ranges, then we have studied about referencing. We have studied three types of referencing, that is relative referencing, absolute referencing and mixed referencing. Now today we will learn some concept related to working with multiple worksheets. If we have to deal with multiple worksheets, then what we can do? If we want to insert new worksheet, we can insert new worksheet. If you want to delete the existing worksheet, then we can delete. Or if we want to rename the existing worksheet, if the worksheet is there and we have to rename it to some other name, then we can do it. So whenever we start MS Excel, you might have seen that three sheets opens by default. Sheet 1, Sheet 2 and Sheet 3. All these three sheets we can rename also. It is not necessary that we can keep that name only, that Sheet 1, Sheet 2 and Sheet 3. We can put any name according to our choice, okay, according to the work that we have done in that particular worksheet. So first of all, we will learn to insert new worksheet. So let's see how we can insert new worksheet. First of all, I will give you the shortcut key. The shortcut key is Shift plus F11. F11 is the function key. Okay, it is there on the topmost keys in the keyboard. Okay, it is function key. So what you have to do? Press Shift key and then press F11. What will happen? Automatically, new sheet will appear before your active sheet. Okay, whichever sheet you are on right now, that is the current sheet. Okay, the sheet on which you are working, that is the current sheet. That means active sheet. Then when you will click on Shift F11, then what will happen? The new sheet will insert before the existing sheet, current sheet. So there are two ways we can insert a new sheet. Apart from shortcut key, two more ways are there. So you have to click on Home tab. Home tab, you know, it is by default, it is active tab. So when you click on Home tab in the ribbon, then you have to go to the Cells group. In Cells group, you have to click on Insert Sheet command. Okay, Insert Sheet command, when you click on it, what will happen? New sheet will be inserted before the current sheet. Now, the second method to insert the new sheet. You have to right click the worksheet. Then what will happen? A small shortcut menu will appear. In that you have to choose Insert. And after that a dialog box will appear. And in that dialog box you have to select worksheet. And then you have to click on OK button. Now, erasing the content of the worksheet. Erasing the content means whatever we have written, we have to delete it. Okay, so it can be done in the current worksheet. So you have to select a worksheet first. Select all the cells. How you can select all the cells in the spreadsheet? See, there is a shortcut key, Control A. Or you can also click on Control Shift Space Bar. Control Shift and Space Bar are three keys on your keyboard. These are special keys. So you can click all three keys together, then all the cells will be selected. Got it? Two shortcuts I have given you, and one more way is there, that you have to click on Select All button. It is there in the screenshot, you can see. So after selecting all the cells, you have to click on Home tab in the ribbon, and after clicking on Home tab, you have to go to Editing group. Got it? You have to go to Editing group, and there you have to click on Clear option. When you click on Clear, then the sub menu will appear. In that menu, you have to choose All command. That means clear all. Got it? What you have to do? Select all the cells. You can use a simple shortcut, that is Control A. And then after that, you have to click on Home tab in the ribbon. Go to Editing group. Choose Clear. In the sub menu, you have to select All command. And all the data on that particular worksheet will be erased. So students, after inserting new worksheet and erasing all the content, now we will learn to delete the worksheet. Now how we can delete the worksheet? First of all, you have to click on the worksheet. That means you have to make it current first of all. By clicking on it, you can make it current. Then You have to click the worksheet, then you have to right click. Then a small shortcut menu will appear. From that shortcut menu, you have to choose delete option. Got it? Now renaming the worksheet. How to rename? First of all, right click the worksheet. Got it? You have to click on the worksheet to make it current worksheet. Okay. Then you have to right click. After right clicking the worksheet, you have to select the rename option. Got it? When you will right click the worksheet, the shortcut menu will appear, and from that shortcut menu you have to click on rename button. So in rename option, when you click on rename option, the name will be highlighted. That means now you are able to type the new name, and then you have to press enter. Got it? How to rename? Right click the worksheet, then a shortcut menu will appear. In that shortcut menu, you have to choose option rename. Then after that, you have to type a new name, and then you have to press enter. Now students, we will study new topic in this, that is functions. Functions are actually predefined formulas and can be used directly. That means till now we were using only formulas, but we can also use inbuilt functions. Okay, there are some predefined formulas that we can use directly. Like to add, we can use sum. To count, we can use count function. To find the largest number, we can use max function. To find the minimum, means smallest number, we can use min function, and so on. To find the average, we can use average function. So there are so many functions, predefined formulas in Excel that we can use. So first of all, the rules. These are 3 rules that we have to follow while entering the formula. So first of all, what we have to do? We have to select the cell in which we want to insert the formula. Then after that, if we want, we can type the function directly, or we can click on insert function icon and then we can type the function name. It can be the part of formula as well as standalone function. If we want, we can write that function along with the formula, or simply we can write a standalone function, or we can write a simple formula, a single function. Now parts of functions. There are 2 parts of functions you have to remember. See, it is very important. What are arguments? Values passed to the functions. In functions, we can pass on some values on which particular task will be carried out. Like if it is a sum function and we are passing on 2 numbers. 2 numbers are actually arguments. So those arguments will be added in sum function. Using sum function, those 2 numbers will be added and the result will be provided to you. So what you have to do? We can pass on arguments so that a necessary task can be performed. So in those arguments, either we can pass numbers, logical value either true or false. Then range. Range means group of cells. Then cell reference. Cell reference means address of the cell we can pass in it. Constant value can be passed. Okay, any constant number, negative or positive number, we can pass in it. Then we can also pass text inside it. We can also pass formulas in arguments, or we can also pass on other functions. Okay, we can pass another function inside a function. Now structure. What is the structure of the function? You have to remember that. First of all, it will always starts with equal to symbol. Okay, it starts with equal to symbol. Then you have to write function name. Then opening parenthesis. Okay, it is simple bracket, opening bracket. Okay, we can also call it simple opening parenthesis. Then these are arguments. There can be at most 30 arguments or more. Then after that, closing parenthesis. What we have to do? Equal to symbol, function name, opening parenthesis. Then we have to write list of arguments separated by comma. See, here we can write 2, 3, any number we can write inside it, separated by comma, and then we have to close a parenthesis. So, these students, this much for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.